Hey, beautiful souls. Welcome back to Cosmic Blueprints Astrology. I'm Sino, and I'm so glad you're here with me today. If you're new to the channel, welcome to our community. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. This week, from October 20th to October 26th, we're entering one of the most intense and transformative weeks of the month. We're moving from the harmony-seeking energy of Libra into the deep, mysterious waters of Scorpio, and let me tell you, this transition is packed with powerful aspects that will shake things up for all of us. We've got Mercury conjunct Mars in Scorpio, bringing intense conversations and mental determination. Libra new moon offering us fresh starts in relationships. The Sun entering Scorpio season, Neptune retrograde slipping back into Pisces, Jupiter squaring Chiron, bringing up deep healing opportunities, and a challenging Sun-Pluto square that's asking us to transform power dynamics in our lives. This is a week where we're being asked to go deep, face our shadows, speak our truth, and step into our authentic powers. So get comfortable and let's dive into what the cosmos has in store for us. So before we get into the sign-by-sign breakdown, let's look at the major transits happening this week. Monday, October 20th kicks us off with Mercury conjunct Mars in Scorpio. This is powerful energy for cutting through illusions and having those conversations you've been avoiding. Your mind is sharp, your words have force, and you're not willing to dance around the truth anymore. Tuesday, October 21st, brings us the new moon in Libra, which is our cosmic reset button for relationships, partnerships, and balance in our lives. But this new moon squares Jupiter in Cancer. So while we're planting seeds of harmony, we might be dealing with some emotional overflow or overextension in our personal lives. Wednesday, October 22nd is huge. Neptune retrograde re-enters Pisces after dipping into Aries, asking us to revisit spiritual lessons and dreams from the past few years. And the Sun enters Scorpio, officially beginning Scorpio season. So this is when we collectively start diving into themes of transformation, intimacy, shared resources, and psychological depth. Thursday, October 23rd brings Jupiter square Chiron, a healing aspect that might feel uncomfortable but is ultimately helping us grow through our wounds around faith, belief, and expansion. The moon also conjuncts Mercury in Scorpio, intensifying our emotional intelligence. Friday, October 24th is perhaps the most intense day of the week. The Sun in Scorpio squares Pluto in Aquarius. This is a power struggle aspect that's forcing us to examine where we're holding on too tight and where we need to let go and transform. But we also get Mercury trine Jupiter in Cancer, which helps us process these intense feelings with wisdom and emotional intelligence. The moon enters Sagittarius, giving us some breathing room. Saturday, October 25th brings lighter energy with the moon in Sagittarius sextiling Venus in Libra, a beautiful aspect for social connections, romance, and optimism. Sunday, October 26th brings us back to reality with the moon square Saturn in Pisces, asking us to take responsibilities and set boundaries before the moon enters ambitious Capricorn to close out the week. So now let's see how all this affects each sign personally. Hi Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So Aries, this week takes you deep into your 8th house of transformation, intimacy, and shared resources with Mercury and Mars meeting in Scorpio on Monday. This is powerful energy for you to have important conversations about joint finances, inheritances, or psychological dynamics in your intimate relationships. You're not one to shy away from confrontation, and this week you're even more direct than usual. The Libra new moon on Tuesday lights up your 7th house of partnerships. This is your opportunity to set new intentions for your relationships, both romantic and business. With Jupiter squaring this new moon from your 4th house, there might be some tension between your partnership needs and your home or family obligations. expectations. You're learning to balance these areas. When the sun enters Scorpio on Wednesday, your 8th house becomes even more activated for the next month. This is your season to explore deeper intimacy, to deal with taxes or shared money matters, and to face your psychological shadows. It's intense but transformative. The Sun-Pluto square on Friday is particularly significant for you. This falls between your 8th and 11th houses, so you might be dealing with power struggles within friend groups or organizations, or you're questioning whether your social circles align with your deeper values. Let go of connections that aren't serving your evolution. Hi, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So, Taurus, your relationship sector is absolutely buzzing this week. Mercury and Mars meet in your opposite sign of Scorpio on Monday, which means conversations with partners, romantic or business, are intense, direct, and possibly confrontational. This is good energy for clearing the air, but watch the tendency toward power struggles. Your partner might be particularly passionate or argumentative right now. The Libra new moon on Tuesday falls in your 6th house of daily routines, health, and work. This is your invitation to start fresh habits, implement new wellness practices, or reorganize your daily schedule. With Jupiter squaring from your 3rd house, you might be taking on too many commitments or overthinking your routines, so keep it simple. So when the sun enters Scorpio on Wednesday, your 7th house of partnerships lights up for the next month. This is prime time for deepening your committed relationships, or if you're single, attracting intense, transformative connections. You're drawn to people who aren't afraid to go deep. Friday's Sun-Pluto square is huge for you. This aspect falls across your 7th and 10th houses. So you might be dealing with the power dynamics in partnerships that affect your career or public image. Someone might be trying to control your professional direction, or you're realizing a relationship is holding you back from your ambitions. This is your moment to reclaim your authority. Hi, Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So, Gemini, your ruling planet Mercury is very busy this week. On Monday, Mercury conjuncts Mars in Scorpio in your 6th house of work and health. Your mind is laser focused on your daily routines, and you're bringing intense mental energy to your projects. This is excellent for research, investigation, or tackling complex work tasks. Just watch for stress-related health issues. Your nervous system might be running hot. The Libra new moon on Tuesday falls in your 5th house of creativity, romance, and pleasure. This is your cosmic invitation to start a creative project. Open your heart to new romantic possibilities, or simply bring more joy and play into your life. With Jupiter squaring from your 2nd house, you might be spending money on entertainment or creative pursuits. Just keep an eye on the budget. Wednesday brings the sun into Scorpio and your 6th house, making the next month all about optimizing your health, work routines, and daily habits. You're ready to commit deeply to wellness practices and work projects. The Sun-Pluto square on Friday is significant for you, falling across your 6th and 9th houses. You might be questioning whether your daily work aligns with your larger beliefs and philosophies. There could be power struggles with co-workers or health practitioners. This is about transforming your approach to service and finding work that feels meaningful. Hi, Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So Cancer, this is a particularly powerful week for you, with Jupiter in your sign playing a major role. On Monday, Mercury and Mars meet in Scorpio in your 5th house of creativity, romance, and self-expression. You're feeling bold about expressing your desires, and if you're in a creative field, your work has serious depth and intensity right now. The Libra new moon on Tuesday falls in your 4th house of home and family, offering you a fresh start in your domestic life. But this moon squares your natal Jupiter, which could bring up issues around overextension, family expectations, or emotional boundaries. You're learning when to say no, even to people you love. When the sun enters Scorpio on Wednesday, your fifth house lights up for the next month. This is your season for romance, creativity, and taking risks. You are magnetic right now, attracting attention and opportunities for pleasure and self-expression. Jupiter square Chiron on Thursday is particularly significant for you since Jupiter is in your first house. This is the healing crisis around your identity, body image, or how you show up in the world. Old wounds around being too much or not enough are surfacing to be healed. Be gentle with yourself. Friday Sun Pluto square affects your 5th and 8th houses. There might be power struggles in romance, or you're dealing with intense feelings about intimacy and vulnerability. This is about transforming how you approach pleasure and creative self-expression. Hi Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Leo, your home and family sector is getting stirred up this week. Mercury and Mars meet in Scorpio in your 4th house on Monday, bringing intense energy to your domestic space. You might be having deep conversations with family members, dealing with household repairs, or feeling emotionally charged about your living situation. This is good energy for addressing issues you've been avoiding. The Libra new moon on Tuesday falls in your 3rd house of communication and learning. This is your opportunity to start fresh with a sibling or neighbor, begin a new course of study, or launch a communications project. With Jupiter squaring your 12th house, there might be some confusion or over-idealization happening. Trust your intuition, but verify the facts. When the sun enters Scorpio on Wednesday, your 4th house becomes even more emphasized for the next month. You're going deep into family history, psychological roots, and your sense of security. This is a powerful time for therapy, ancestral healing work, or simply creating more depth in your home life. Friday Sun-Pluto square is significant, falling across your 4th and 7th houses. There might be power struggles with family members about your relationships, or a partner is challenging your family dynamics. This is about transforming outdated family patterns and claiming your right to have the relationships you want. Hi Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Virgo, your ruling planet Mercury is conjunct Mars in Scorpio on Monday in your 3rd house of communication. Your mind is incredibly sharp and penetrating right now. You're not interested in small talk. You want real, meaningful conversations that get to the heart of matters. This is excellent energy for research, writing, or any work that requires deep analysis. Just watch for the tendency to be overly critical or harsh in your words. The new moon on Tuesday falls in your 2nd house of money, values, and self-worth. This is your opportunity to set new intentions around your finances and what you truly value. With Jupiter squaring your 11th house, you might be tempted to overspend on social activities or friends. This moon is asking you to get clear on your financial priorities. When the sun enters Scorpio on Wednesday, your 3rd house lights up for the next month. This is your season for deep learning, powerful communication, and connecting with siblings or neighbors on a more profound level. Your words carry extra weight right now. Mercury trine Jupiter on Friday is beautiful for you. Your analytical mind meets Jupiter's wisdom and expansion. This is an excellent day for teaching, writing, or sharing your knowledge, so trust your instincts. The moon square Saturn on Sunday in your 6th and 3rd houses reminds you to take responsibility for your daily communications and commitments. Don't overextend yourself. Hi Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Libra, happy birthday season. This is your week in many ways. On Monday, Mercury and Mars meet in Scorpio in your 2nd house of money and values. You're thinking intensely about your finances and what you're worth. This is good energy for negotiating a raise, starting a side business, or having direct conversations about money. Your determination around financial security is strong. Tuesday brings your new moon, the most important new moon of the year for you. This is your cosmic birthday wish, your opportunity to set intentions for the next year of your life. Who do you want to become? What do you want to create? With Jupiter squaring your 10th house, there might be tension between personal desires and career obligations, but this is your moment to prioritize yourself. When the Sun enters Scorpio on Wednesday, it moves into your 2nd house, beginning a month-long focus on money, resources, and self-worth. You're being asked to go deeper into understanding your relationship with material security and your values. Friday's Sun-Pluto square affects your 2nd and 5th houses. There might be power struggles around money in romantic relationships, or you're questioning whether you're investing resources in things that truly bring you joy. This is about transforming your relationship with money and pleasure. The moon in Sagittarius sextile Venus in your sign on Saturday is beautiful for you. Expect social invitations, romantic opportunities, and a general sense of optimism and expansion. Hi, Scorpio Sun, Moon, or Rising. Scorpio, this is your week. Mercury and Mars meet in your sign on Monday, giving you incredible mental clarity, determination, and the courage to speak your truth. Your words have power right now. Use them wisely. This is excellent energy for advocating for yourself, starting new projects, or having conversations you've been putting off. The Libra new moon on Tuesday falls in your 12th house of the unconscious, dreams, and spiritual connections. This is a quiet, reflective new moon for you, asking you to set intentions around your spiritual practice, healing work, or releasing old patterns. With Jupiter squaring from your 9th house, you might be processing big philosophical questions or integrating spiritual teachings. Wednesday is huge. The Sun enters your sign, beginning Scorpio season and your solar return month. This is your time to shine, to be seen, and to step into your power. The next month is about you, your desires, and your transformation. Thursday brings the moon conjunct Mercury in your sign, making you incredibly emotionally intelligent and perceptive. You can read between the lines and sense what others aren't saying. Friday's Sun-Pluto square is the most significant aspect for you this week. The Sun in your sign squares Pluto in your 4th house, bringing up deep issues around power, control, family dynamics, and your sense of security. This is uncomfortable but ultimately transformative. Where are you giving away your power? Where do you need to let go of control? This is your moment to alchemize pain into power. Hi, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Sagittarius, this week asks you to go inward before you can expand outward. Mercury and Mars meet in Scorpio in your 12th house on Monday, bringing intense energy to your subconscious realm. You might be processing old anger, having revealing dreams, or feeling the need to retreat and reflect. This is good energy for therapy, spiritual practice, or any inner work. The Libra new moon on Tuesday falls in your 11th house of friendships, community, and future vision. This is your opportunity to set intentions around your social life, join new groups, or clarify your long-term goals. With Jupiter, your ruling planet, squaring your 8th house, there might be some intensity or power dynamics within friend groups. You're learning to balance independence with deep connection. When the Sun enters Scorpio on Wednesday, your 12th house lights up for the next month. This is your annual retreat period before your birthday season begins. Use this time for rest, reflection, and spiritual renewal. Don't overextend yourself socially. Friday brings the moon into your sign, giving you a burst of energy and optimism. Mercury trine Jupiter is beautiful for you. Your mind expands, and you're able to see the bigger picture even in difficult situations. Saturday's moon in your sign, sextile Venus in Libra, is lovely for social connections and romance. Sunday's moon square Saturn reminds you to take responsibility and set boundaries before the moon enters Capricorn in your 2nd house, focusing your attention on finances and values. Hey Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Capricorn, your social sector is activated this week. Mercury and Mars meet in Scorpio in your 11th house on Monday, bringing intense energy to your friendships and community involvement. You might be having serious conversations within friend groups, advocating for causes you believe in, or feeling passionate about your long-term goals. Your determination around your vision for the future is strong. The Libra new moon on Tuesday falls in your 10th house of career and public image. This is huge for you. This is your opportunity to set new professional intentions, launch a business, or redefine how you want to be known in the world. With Jupiter squaring from your 7th house, there might be some tension between career ambitions and partnership needs. Communication with partners about your career is important now. When the Sun enters Scorpio on Wednesday, your 11th house lights up for the next month. This is your season for networking, collaborating, and connecting with your tribe. You're drawn to groups and communities that share your depth and intensity. Friday's Sun-Pluto square is significant for you since Pluto is in Aquarius. This falls across your 11th house and your 2nd house, so you might be experiencing power struggles within friend groups around money or resources, or you're questioning whether your social circles support your values and financial goals. This is about transforming your relationship with community and ensuring your friendships align with what you truly value. Sunday brings the moon into your sign, helping you feel grounded and focused as you close out the week. Hey Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Aquarius, your career sector is buzzing with intensity this week. Mercury and Mars meet in Scorpio in your 10th house on Monday, giving you laser focus on your professional goals. You're not afraid to have difficult conversations with bosses or authority figures, and you're bringing serious determination to your ambitions. This is excellent energy for making power moves in your career. The Libra new moon on Tuesday falls in your 9th house of philosophy, higher learning, and expansion. This is your invitation to start a course of study, plan a trip, or expand your worldview. With Jupiter squaring your 6th house, you might be juggling work obligations with your desire to learn and grow. Find the balance. When the Sun enters Scorpio on Wednesday, your 10th house becomes even more activated for the next month. This is prime time for career advancement, taking on leadership roles, and being recognized for your expertise. You're in the spotlight professionally. Friday's Sun-Pluto square is particularly significant for you since Pluto is in your sign. This aspect falls across your 10th house and your 1st house, bringing up deep issues around power, authority, and identity. You might be dealing with power dynamics in your career that challenge your sense of self, or questioning whether your career path aligns with who you're becoming. Pluto in your sign is transforming you at the core, and this square is asking you to integrate that new identity into your public role. This is your moment to step into authentic leadership. Don't dim your revolutionary spirit to fit into outdated structures. Mercury trine Jupiter on Friday helps you communicate your vision and find opportunities for growth even in challenging situations. Mercury trine Jupiter on Friday helps you communicate your vision and find opportunities for growth even in challenging situations. Hi Pisces Sun, Moon, or Rising. Pisces, this is a spiritually significant week for you. Mercury and Mars meet in Scorpio in your 9th house on Monday, bringing intense focus to your beliefs, philosophy, and quest for meaning. You might be passionately studying a subject, planning a transformative journey, or having deep conversations about spirituality and purpose. The Libra new moon on Tuesday falls in your 8th house of transformation, intimacy, and shared resources. This is your opportunity to set intentions around deepening intimacy, healing psychological wounds, or reorganizing shared finances. With Jupiter squaring your 5th house, there might be some tension between your desire for depth and your need for lightness and play. Both are important. Wednesday is huge for you. Neptune retrograde re-enters your sign after briefly dipping into Aries. Your ruling planet is back home, asking you to revisit spiritual lessons, creative visions, and dreams from the past few years. This is deeply intuitive energy, so pay attention to your dreams and subtle impressions. Also on Wednesday, the Sun enters Scorpio in your ninth house, beginning a month of philosophical exploration and expansion. Jupiter square Chiron on Thursday is significant for you. Jupiter in your fifth house of creativity and joy squares Chiron in your second house of values and self-worth. This is a healing crisis around whether you feel worthy of joy, pleasure, and creative expression. Old wounds about your value and whether you deserve good things are surfacing to be healed. You are worthy simply just because you exist. Friday's Sun-Pluto square affects your ninth and 12th houses. You might be questioning your beliefs or experiencing a crisis of faith. This is about transforming your relationship with spirituality and learning to trust your inner knowing even when outer structures or teachings fail you. Your subconscious is processing deep material. Sunday's moon square Saturn in your sign asks you to take responsibility for your boundaries and emotional well-being. Saturn in Pisces is teaching you that compassion must include yourself. So what an intense transformative week we have ahead. The movement from Libra into Scorpio energy is asking all of us to go from surface harmony into deep truth. We're being asked to have the conversations we've been avoiding, to face our shadows, and to step into our authentic power. The key themes this week are deep communication, relationship renewal, psychological transformation, and power dynamics. This isn't a week for staying on the surface. The cosmos is asking us to dive deep. My advice for navigating this week is to be honest but kind. Mercury and Mars in Scorpio can make us brutally honest. Speak your truth, but remember that delivery matters. Next, use the Libra new moon to set intentions for balance and harmony even as we move into intense Scorpio territory. Then embrace the Scorpio energy. Transformation isn't always comfortable, but it's necessary for growth. Where are you being asked to let go and evolve? Then watch the Sun-Pluto square on Friday. This is the most challenging aspect of the week, so don't engage in power struggles, but do stand in your power. There's a difference. And lastly, practice self-care. With all this intensity, make sure you're taking care of your physical, emotional, and spiritual needs. So I hope this forecast helps you navigate the week ahead with more awareness and intention. Remember, astrology doesn't determine your fate, it illuminates the energies available to you. How you work with them is always your choice. If you found this helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your astrology-loving friends. Drop a comment below and let me know your sign and what resonated with you. I love hearing from you. But until next time, take care, beautiful souls.